What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure that y'all like this video and share it because I'm going to talk about a YouTuber by the name of Young Rippa. I've seen his content. Makes really good content. And he's a fellow black male such as myself who is an entrepreneur. And one of his entrepreneurial gambles was doing this comic book ism, which is a part of his Rippaverse company. And since the launch of this company, he has made close to $2 million. But you see, you would think that the lamestream media, that woke Twitter, that virtue signals, that talk about how they want to help minorities and black people succeed, right? They are the main ones attacking him. They are the main ones who are being they are saying a lot of discriminatory names towards him, trolling him, because I don't believe black people as a whole are upset with Young Rippa. See, Young Rippa represents what the broader society hates, especially a lot of liberals. A lot of these bipolar, mentally unstable white liberals, they hate black men who are either conservative or anti-woke, as this article from the New York Post says. And Young Rippa is that. You know, he speaks against what this culture has become. You know, I've done that, but I'm not a sort of gone into the lane of speaking about wokeness, you know, political correctness. Like, I've spoken about it in commentary, but I am not the one to fight that fight. Young Rippa and others are, and that's cool because they do an excellent job at it. But any opportunity I get to point out how weird our society is getting, I'm going to do that. And I want to say this to all of you black people who think that these white liberals love you and support you. No, they don't. They use you to get what they want. They use you to get power. They want to use the Latinos to get power. Caucasian liberals will use anybody to gain an opportunity in our society. Yes, they will. And you would think, once again, they would be happy for Young Rippa, but they're not, because he represents an ideology that they hate. They hate anybody who's conservative, who may be a Republican or a Trump supporter, or anybody that calls out the weird behavior of liberals. They hate that, especially when you are a black man. See, when you're a black man, you're supposed to be a slave and you're supposed to do what you're told. But when you're not a slave and you don't do what you're told, you piss these people off. Now let's get into this New York Post article. It says, in a world full of woke culture, one man is taking an artistic stand. Writer, content creator, and musician Eric July is adding a new feather in his cap. Comic book creator July officially launched his first comic book series, Ism, through publishing company Rippaverse on Monday, and it's been a smashing success. As you can see, as I'm doing this video, it's at 1.7. I have no doubt it's going to get to 2 million. July's book has already brought in more than 1.7 million in pre-orders in just the first 4 days. Nearly 19,000 people have pre-ordered, but not everyone is happy about it, of course. The release of Ism 1 created somewhat of a stir on social media, particularly on Reddit, where promotional videos for the comic book were banned from certain subreddits for supporting comics from hate groups. What? See what I mean? So a comic book created by a black man in America is a comic that's about hate groups. See, this is the category they put non-liberal black men into. If you are a non-liberal black man, they're gonna treat you like a white supremacist. They're gonna treat you like that because you're not listening to them, you're not following them, not supporting them, and they're gonna look how they do Clarence Thomas. Look how they treat Clarence Thomas. That shows you their hate for black men who do not follow the same weird ideology that they follow. But July tells Fox News Digital his comic book company is no such thing. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I am a person that they simply do not like, he said. July, a self-described libertarian, hosts his own podcast and appeared on several media outlets as a political commentator. July said he is on a mission to spread liberty, speak out against nonsense, and work towards a more free and prosperous society. I think we all want to get to that point where we could be in what would be considered the land of the free. But you see, they want to control people. That's why they want to take your weapons away. That's why they want to be able to raise your children. They want to be able to tell you how to think, who to vote for, what to believe, because it's all about power. And the media wants to be able to control people by any means necessary. If they have to silence you, they can. If they want to write articles about you defaming your character, they will do that as well. They will do anything it takes to control the narrative. July said a lot of entertainment today is out to beat people over the head with stuff like social justice and left-leaning agendas. To see the industry go in a direction that is gone kind of lights a fire under you. July said, it's not like it's getting any better. These people are doubling down on everything that they're doing, no matter how often the fans reject it. So he created Rippaverse. I put my money where my mouth is. July said, I just started a comic book company. I told people I'm not beating the audience over the head with any individual political beliefs with this, and that got me called the most ugly names I've probably ever been called in my life. See, that's what's going to happen when you try to challenge the status quo. See, as a black man, you're supposed to do what you're told. You're supposed to be subservient to your woman. See, in the black community, there's this perception that the women are leading, and everybody sees that. So when they see black men thinking outside the box and they're not being led, they're not afraid to stand out from the pack. They're willing to be a libertarian. They're willing to be a conservative, right-winger, or be an independent, somebody that's not really political at all. I want y'all to understand that this is why it's very important to wake up to what society has become, especially when you are a black man. You got to understand they want to control you, manipulate you, and treat you like you're dumb. They want to tell you who you are. They want to tell you what a man is, what a woman is. And if you don't follow that, they're going to attack you. This is why they attack celebrities that aren't political, because they want to use what you have to push agendas. And what Eric July has been able to do is create something that can't be bought. Well, the comments can be bought, but his soul can't be bought, or what he believes in can't be bought, because he can go straight to the consumer. He can invest his money, which is what he did. He didn't take any donations. He didn't do any crowdfunding for this. This was 100% an investment of what he already had into what he wanted to create. So this is something long term, and they understand that he's willing to put his money up to create something that they can't control, and that is what's going to get you attacked, because they want to be able to cancel you, but you can't really cancel Young Ripper because that's his company. You can't cancel him. But the constant comments about his race and political views will not stop him from making a return to the essence of what he says comic books are all about. July explained that a lot of people see comic books as an escape from the real world, an opportunity to enjoy themselves and get their morale up. You see, but the media has been beating people down for so long. They want people to be miserable. That's what they want. They don't want people to have high self-esteem. That's why people are so mentally unstable, and why a lot of them are depressed, because that's what the media wants. I like seeing people be stoked. I like seeing people be happy and enthusiastic about something that is happening in entertainment. In the last 5-6 years, it's been rough for a lot of people because folks have just been holding their nose as they go through and consume whatever entertainment it is that they are consuming, he said. July said he hopes to build a fandom where people can share their theories and build friendships. We're seeing success and people are enthusiastic. Consumers or customers are enthusiastic and that's why they hate us. He said, this is what I do. This is my passion. I'm a comic book lifer. Edition 1 follows the story of Avery Silman, a common rancher in Floral Park, Texas, who obtained some unique abilities and spent a brief time acting as a hero under the moniker Ism. Things take a turn for Silman when he gets a call from his sister about an old friend who became one of the most feared men in the city. Silman goes to visit his childhood friend and ends up in some violent altercations as he is sucked back into the world of accepts or special beings. The 96-page comic book will serve as a launching pad for an entire Rippaverse comics universe. The comics are brought to life through July's writing, Cliff Richard's pencil and ink work, Gabe's color work, and Eric Weathers' lettering. For now, July is heading back to the drawing board, quite literally. He said it's time to get back to work. Well, I wish nothing but the best for him. I will definitely be purchasing this particular issue. And hopefully y'all do the same, man. We need to support men, especially black men who are entrepreneurs, who have that entrepreneurial spirit, who are willing to go out here and invest and build something because he's tired of the narrative. And hopefully y'all are tired of it too, and y'all go and support this guy, and maybe you will be influenced to create something on your own. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.